Hey, everybody. We are so excited to have you join us tonight. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties, so we had to make a new link. But we're so excited to have you join us. I'm Andreha Kaiser. I'm a triple diamond with It Works, and I'm here with Tiffany Herr, presidential diamond with It Works, and we're going to share a little bit about ourselves, how we got started, and just a little bit about our story and what that kind of looks like for us. And hey everybody, we are so excited to have you join us tonight. I'm getting feedback here. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know what in the world just happened. Is that you, Tiffany, or is it me?
Yeah, it was me. I had your link pulled up. And it started playing.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm like, where do I have the other video up here? But anyway, so we're just going to get started and just share a little bit and hopefully give you guys some information and inspiration that you guys can all use. I'm going to start with just telling a little bit about myself. I started with the company 2 years ago. I just had my 2-year anniversary in March. And I just went triple diamond and got that triple diamond bonus, that $50,000 bonus. And last year, about this time, I promoted to diamond and double diamond and got both good bonuses for that. So that I was able to receive those bonuses as well as my husband. So that was $25,000 for myself, $25,000 for my husband with the diamond and double diamond good bonuses. And so in a year in good bonuses, we've been able to achieve and reach $100,000 in bonuses, which is insane to me to think about a company that is so generous that gives those kinds of bonuses out, because I am just one of many. And I am a hairstylist by trade. I just rewired myself in December. I finished off the year and decided at conference, literally, like, I really have to be done. It's time. I feel good about my decision because It Works has just been so amazing and has blessed our family so much. So I rewired from hair after 7 years. I'm married to my wonderful husband, Josh Kaiser, who's active duty in the Air Force, and he's currently out in the field, so he's unable to be on this live call with us, but I know he's out there watching. And we have 2 kids, Landon, who's 8, and Hayden, who is 6, and just busy living life and working our wrap business and helping our team achieve great things and reach their goals, which is what this is all about. We love it so much. You know, I invited myself to the wrap party. I am that person. And so it's so exciting to know, like, there's so many people out there that, like me, that are like, I want to try this thing. I need it now. For whatever reason, having kids, gaining weight, losing weight, whatever your reason might be. And I signed up at the party to become a distributor. And it was an amazing decision that I made, and I'm so glad. I don't regret it, you know, at all. So there's my quick elevator speech that's a little longer because I'm a talker, but I want to have Tiffany share a little bit about herself as well.
I was trying to get Steven to get on live air, but he just got back from baseball and it's 10 o'clock here and he's like, I'm sweaty and hot. I don't want to get on. So I'll tell our story. My name's Tiffany. I'm presidential. I'm from Avon, Indiana. I got started last February, February 12th to be exact. It was like 9 a.m. And yes, I remember the time because it was just incredible. But before I started It Works, I was working 2 jobs, 7 days a week. Basically living paycheck to paycheck. And by basically, I mean we were living paycheck to paycheck. We were really, really struggling. I remember there were times to the point that we were putting our accounts in negative literally every single paycheck we got. We would pay our bills. We had no money left, and we still needed gas money to get up to work. So our debit card / credit card in the gas pump, that we would be able to get gas, even though it would put us in negative within the next couple of days. It was that bad. And there were times where we were scrounging for change. And no joke, have $6 or $7 left until we got paid about 2 days. And we would go to McDonald's and get, we would split literally like a cheeseburger and fries, no joke. I looked into literally everything, but nothing really caught my eye. I really wanted something that I knew was going to be around forever. And so Skylar Lambert was posting about this crazy wrap thing, and she popped up on my newsfeed out of nowhere one day. And I was interested. I wanted to wrap. I had a C-section, and I've struggled, with my stomach. And so I was like, if I could just try a wrap and it works, like I just wanted to try a wrap. So I contacted her. She told me it was $25, and I did not have even $25 to spare. That's how broke we were. And so I remember I told her, I said, within the next week, I'm going to call you because I'm going to get my tax check. And so, a few days went by, and I saw her posting, and I was like, wow, she is young. She looks like she has a lot of fun, and, the products look amazing. And I remember I called her. It was a Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. on February 12th. And I was like, Skylar, I'm ready to join. She was like, what? And I'm like, I'm ready to join. I want to be a distributor. She got me signed up, and I'd never tried a product, you guys. I just believed in them. I knew that they worked, and I had no fear that I was going to fail, because what's the worst thing that can happen, So I remember I called all my friends and all my family, and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are going to be so excited. Like, we're all going to get skinny. We're all going to look hot, and you're going to be so pumped up. And they all were like, what in the heck are you talking about? What? And I was like, you just got to come to my launch party. So, within my first month, I went diamond, and I got, my $10,000 good bonus. And then the next month, in 60 days, I went double diamond, and I got my $15,000 bonus. And then 30 days later, in 90 days, I went triple and got my $25,000 bonus. And then after 3 months, we quit our jobs like 4 months later. And so we quit our jobs, and we were at that point where Steven and I were now stay-at-home parents because of It Works, and we paid off over some debt. And then, a couple months later, we put our son in private preschool, and I'm going to try not to cry, but it was a dream of ours just to know that, our son would be able to have a good education. And so after that, I had 1 month in my first year. So, February 31st, or it was like February 20th, I went, presidential diamond, and I got the $100,000 double good bonus. So in between that, Steven also got the $10,000 diamond bonus. And so together we've got $160,000 in good bonuses. We're making, 5 figures a month. And it's just been absolutely incredible to be thinking about it. But from where we were a year ago to where we are now, and we're cool and happy, and we wouldn't be here without our teams. So
that is awesome and so exciting. I was having kind of a hard time hearing you. I'm just going to see if anybody else was having a hard time, if it was cutting out or if I'm cutting out at all. There's some cutting out, like, I don't know, pauses. I don't know what's going on. So Josh, if you could shoot me a text message and let me know if you're seeing it pretty clear, please, and thank you. It is amazing how It Works is changing so many lives all across the company, and that we get to be a part of this and see it happen for so many different people. I personally wasn't having financial struggles. We were fine, but we weren't comfortable. And it was just living, you know. It's like, all right, paycheck to paycheck. We were able to pay our bills and all that, but we wanted more. We were dreaming for more than just hanging out, you know, paying the bills. And what's so great is like we get to go on a cruise with our friends this year and take the kids on a cruise for a family vacation, and just the opportunity to dream bigger in your life and not have to worry about the financial aspects of that is so huge. And then I hear people's stories of like, you know, not being able to afford to pay their bills or their mortgage payment, or they're going bankrupt or whatever, and how it works completely turn their lives around and pull them out of that pit is so crazy. I love it. So, you know, Tiff, I want to ask you some questions about just some of the ways, because we've got a lot of people on this call, and I don't know, some people may be interested in joining the company, and a lot of distributors that are already currently working as a business owner with It Works. So, you know, I was wondering, what are some of the things that you teach your new distributors as soon as they sign up to get started? And, you know, I think this also works great for people who have already started with the company and just need that restart or that refresh. Are you there?
You're cutting out really bad.
Yeah, I'm noticing that for the whole call, and I don't know why that is. I'm going to see if I can change the control room.
Okay.
Okay. Because we want people to be able to hear us. And I'm wondering if it's
absolutely.
Sorry, you guys. We want to make sure you guys can hear everything we're saying. I don't know. Maybe we just talk too fast and the computer can't keep up with us. All right. Video trouble. Yep, not sure how to do this. I'm sorry. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to change the quality of the video.
Ability, just because I'm not the...
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even saying anything to change the quality of the video and everything that I'm looking at. So we can just keep going. I don't know. My husband has not messaged me back. So, okay. Are we freezing, Josh? Okay. He's responding. We can just press. He says he can hear us.
Okay.
So,
well, let's just keep going.
It's kind of hard for us, I think, but as long as everybody else can hear us.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, so just to kind of recap on where we were going to go from there. But so like, what are some of the things that you teach your new distributors right away when they get started, or even an old distributor who's just ready to go after it if they took a break or whatever, if something happened in life and they need to just feel like they are starting over? What do you teach your team?
Okay, so For new distributors, I like to get them started, obviously, with text that I send, and I have it saved in my notes. So for new distributors, I send them a text, and it basically starts out with, let's get you logged into your eSuite. I think that's a huge common misconception. A lot of people actually are not that great with social media and using the internet or any type of tools like that. And so just helping them get logged into their eSuite is so important. And to be honest with you guys, this is going to make you laugh, but some people will pretend like they've got in, but they might not have. So help them log into their eSuite, get them on the phone and say, you know, hey, we're going to get onto your eSuite together, and I'm going to walk you step by step on where to go when you're in there. So when they get logged into their eSuite, you're going to, you know, kind of navigate them through that. So you're going to help them go to the document library, which is going to have all of your, you know, products with all of the ingredients and what they do. It's also going to have your plan, procedures, and important things like steps to success. So I navigate them through the document library so the It Works University. And through the It Works University, you're going to find the Training Academy and the social media training. And so the first thing I say to them is, within the next 48 hours, you're going to want to log on, click Training Academy, and I want you to call me when you're finished. And you know what, guys? What I've learned is that don't overload new distributors. You know, it's confusing. You know, I was not sales, and that's in quotations because, you know, to me, it's not a selling, it's sharing, but I was not in sales. And so I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. I had to teach myself. I had to learn. And so that's one of the big things as a new distributor. You have to make sure that you're you know, wanting to learn, and you're also teachable, a teachable person. So first things first is you're going to tell them within your first 48 hours, I want you to do your training academy and get back with me immediately after you're finished. So after your training academy, we're going to get started. They're going to call me because they're going to have questions after that. When they're done with their questions on the call or within person, and then we're going to get their launch party scheduled. So you guys, what I'm saying to you, you're probably like, wow, that's so basic. But a lot of the times we forget that it's okay to be very basic with this business, you know, because this is a basic business and it's very simple if you keep it that way. So once we've got their launch party scheduled, we're gonna go to their launch party, and we're gonna have their launch party scheduled within the weeks. And a lot of the times people are gonna say, well, okay, for everyone else. No, you make sure it's good for you, and people will come if it's important to them. So when you call your friends and family, let them know that you're having a sample party and that you want them to come, you know, make you, you know, feel good about, you know, so tell them, you don't have to say, I want you to come buy things, but hey, can you come support me in my new business and sample all these products, because your distributor, your upline is going to have some extra products that they use. You guys, I only bring products that I personally use to a party, and then I let all of them. Don't make it difficult. And the coolest thing about it is when you go to a launch party, sit with them and make those people feel comfortable. You know, let them know that this business is easy and you don't have to stand up there and do a presentation with a party pad. Sit with them and the couch or on the floor and make them feel, they know that you can do it, they're going to do it too. So it's so important with getting people started is, you know, just is going to get them and you know, the person that enrolled them in front of other people who they may not have even have known, but just getting the wrap on people and showing those incredible results is going to blow people out of the water, because a lot of people have such a huge misconception with the wrap. And so once they see this, they're going to just be like, wow, this is not what I expected, but this is incredible, and sign me up. So that's going to help them get their first 4 loyal customers. And so it just starts from there. And it's just starting off with simple steps, you know, when you're signing new distributors, and not overwhelming people. Because just remember, when you started, how overwhelming it was. It's just as old too. So keep it simple and let, you know, go step by step with people.
Yeah, and when I'm training people right away in the beginning, one of the things I like to do is, and partly it's because I'm like this, I learn by doing, and I'll remember it because I just did it. So I choose not to be like, this is how you do this, and this is how you do this, and this is how you do this. It's like, okay, when you get your first loyal customer, if it's before your launch party, call me, and we will get you
Right.
that loyal customer entered in together, and I'm going to walk you through those steps. Or the distributor or whatever. And then I let them know, like, okay, let me know when you're ready to do this and we can do this, or I'll call them and say, hey, let's try this today or at this time on this day if that works for you. But it's one of those businesses that you can learn as you go. You don't need to know everything right away. We were just talking today about how we still don't know everything. Sometimes I'm like, I have no idea. Somebody asked me the question. I'm like, oh, I have no idea. Let me look for that for you and find out that answer. And people are okay with you not knowing it all. You know, and one of the things that can help you find your confidence in your business is going to events. And I think like when you make it to those events, you're learning because you're hearing how somebody else presents something, especially like one team, one missions. You're hearing the party pad presentation and getting ideas on how to do that. And honestly, I'm gonna share with you guys, in the beginning, I thought the party pad was stupid. I was looking at this thing and I'm like, it's stupid to read off on this thing. Like, is that professional? Like, I just had these thoughts in my head and I was doubting the system. And when I started using the party pad, I was like totally shocked and surprised at how everything was falling into place, and it was making my life easier, and it was making those parties go a lot shorter. I wasn't there for 3 hours. I was there for an hour and a half to 2, depending on the amount of people. And I think that they might have appreciated that too. But I learned how important that party pad is from going to one team, one missions. And because I saw somebody else do it, I gained a confidence in my ability to do it too. I'm like, oh, that's easy. I can do this. So, and events are great to get other people around you that are like-minded individuals that have the same dreams and ambitions and goals and just are doing the same thing as you. Because we are really one big happy family. You know, Tiffany, you're my sideline sister, and I'm so excited for all of the people that I've met in this business. So One Team, One Missions, like all the corporate events, going to conference, green carpet, the It Works You trainings. We're getting ready to go to Phoenix the beginning of May, and you just got back from one, and they're just so much fun, and they just give you like the excitement and the fire and the knowledge that you need to go out there and really work this business, and they just amp you up. You know, and one of the huge things that I love about Tiffany is her energy and her enthusiasm about this business and her product and her team and just what she's doing. And I think being excited and having this awesome energy about you makes you more attractive to other people in the sense of, okay, she believes in this. She is confident. She loves this product because she used it and look at her results. Or he loves this product and look at his results. And they're gonna trust you more because you're like, check out what this has done for me. It's changed my life. I feel better. I look at my results. I would never show these pictures before, but now because I've used the products and I believe in it, this is amazing. And that energy is so much more attractive to other people than if you're like, so I have this wrap, maybe you should try it. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, people don't get excited about that, right? So, you know, what are some of the things that you do to get totally amped up and get you ready to get in front of people?
I mean, I have so many things, but number one is kind of what you said, Andrea. It's about getting to events, as distributors. I was watching this video today, and I'm going to post the link on my page because I'm just so blown away by just every single quote that was posted, that was talked about on this video. But on the video, he talked about as distributors, to get excited, you have to fill your cup. And, network marketing is honestly marketing yourself, which is self-development, you guys. And that is where being excited goes hand in hand with being a phenomenal leader, a phenomenal distributor. And so, in the morning time, I like to watch videos that get me amped up. And so literally I will get on YouTube and I'll put in, my favorite guy is Eric Thomas. And he has a video that's a 4 or 5 minutes long. And I'm not kidding. Oh, I watch it all the time. It is it just talks about, just being this incredible person. And if you want to be successful, you have to push. You have to want this for yourself. Nobody else can push you. And so if you're feeding into yourself, you're able to give your all to your distributors and to your loyal customers. And that's where, being a good leader and being a good distributor comes hand in hand. And it all starts with self-development. You have to love yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to have zero fear when it comes to network marketing. I've been told so many times by one of my great friends, Nikki Conder. She's so incredible with self-development. She's taught me so much, but she talks about to me all the time. She says, you just never had any fear. And I don't. What is there to fear? One of the biggest quotes that I learned today, with blitzing or just in general, and he wasn't talking about blitzing because he's a, professional in network marketing, but he was saying, and I'll read it like his exact words. You get paid for just as many yeses as you do no's. I mean, that blew my mind because that's so true. When you're out blitzing, you're looking for people getting paid to get yeses and nos. So and that quote will stick in my mind forever. I think it was incredible. It made me excited. But the best thing for being and keeping your cup full as a distributor, because when you're giving your all, you're going down. You're full of water. You're giving your all to all new customers. But now you are getting your cup full because you're going to events, you're listening to conference calls, and you're learning while you're earning. You are never too good to learn something new every day. I may be a presidential, but let me tell you guys something. Like Andrea said, I don't know anything. Why I say that is because I want to continue to learn. I will learn from an executive to a new distributor, all the way up to a black diamond. Somebody can teach me something, and so I'm willing to learn while I earn. And Eric Worre talked about people when they get into this business, what 2 things that they need to be. They need to be, willing to learn. You have to want to learn things all the time, because with network marketing, there are so many great new tools, but you have to be willing to open your ears and get to events and listen to calls. You got to fill your cup, and you have to be eager and willing to work. With network marketing, you have to work, you guys. That's how business works. If your mouth is closed, your business is closed. And that's what keeps me excited every day. And that's what keeps me going and that's the drive and the fire. The fire is my team, and the fire is me. I want to lead by example, and your team cannot be, you can't inspire your team, but you can show them what you want them to see, So, another, one more quote before I end this little segment here is watch the feet of people and not the people. Can talk, but when you see people walking the walk, yes. Which means when you see people working their businesses every day, so they're blitzing, they're rapping, they're repeating, they're following up, they're doing calls, they're leading, those are the people that you want to follow. And that's what keeps me excited, is I want to be one of those people that when someone looks at me, they say, she inspired me to do something different, and she got me where I wanted to be today. So that's what keeps my fire driving every day is I'm hoping that one sentence or just one thing that I say can inspire somebody to rock their business, and so that they can change their family's life or their life or whatever they're wanting, whatever their dreams are. That's all I want. And so that's what drives me every single day.
Yeah, and I love that, because you want to follow people who know what they're doing, and that are going to push you as well. And I actually just read this today. If you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And all my life, I've known the importance of surrounding myself with people that challenge me and push me to do more, just in everything, right? And so I just think it's so good to follow people who are ambitious and excited and are doing it. And like you said, with modeling, you want to model for people how it's done. We have some great examples in with our number 2 money earners in the company, Stephanie and Joel. They're always working their business and they're modeling it for us. They don't just sit back and watch us and say, all right, thanks for doing all the work. They go out and they do it, because it's not hard. You just keep doing the same thing, right? Blitz, wrap, repeat. And so I love surrounding myself with people that challenge me, and everybody's going to have different people that speaks to them, and that you can relate with, because we are all different. We all have a different personality. We all are not exactly the same. And so I'm going to follow after the people who have the same personality type as me, because it's natural to me. You don't have to change like what you're not good at. You don't have to go after making what you're not good at better. I mean, yes, in a way, a little bit, but focus on your strengths is one thing that I teach people. If you are super strong in one thing, while your self-development in another area is growing, really focus on where your strengths are and utilize those. And so what I was thinking about is with the personalities and us all being different, we all have different personality colors. And there's some of us have 3, or a part of 3 different personality colors, and some of us have 2 really strong, or 1 super strong. And Tiffany, you were just at the It Works training, the It Works U, and I know that Mike just went over the personality colors and what that looks like. And so I want you to go over a little bit about the personality colors and what they mean, and then we can elaborate a little bit more on that and how we can better work with our teams when we understand them.
Absolutely. It's so important, with network marketing. I mean, you hear network marketing is working with people. And they actually said, on this call that I talked about, or video on YouTube, he spoke about, network marketing actually equals, feelings. And he talked about, at the It Works U, Mike Patilla talked about the colors, and I love the colors. I think it is incredible, because honestly, even with network marketing, I think it has to do with everyday life. And sometimes you have to form to other colors to make them feel good and comfortable to be able to come to you. And so I'll be honest, that's something I do struggle with, and I'll talk about my colors. Some of you may know already, just by the way I speak, what color I am, but red. Reds are money driven. When they hear money, they're, what? Money? Oh my gosh, I'm in. So I'll go over kind of what Mike said. He said, when you're talking to somebody and you're blitzing, you're going to know who a red is, because when they grab the card, they're going to say, what's my profit? When you tell them it's only $25 to wrap, they're going to go, what's my profit? And you're going to be like, profits. So their first thing's going to say that. And so you're not going to talk about anything else but money with them, because that's what their goal is. They're driven by money and by success and just being competitive. That personality is. Now he said, When you go to a blue's all about the party. They want to have fun. And you're going to know who a blue is because when you hand them a Blitz card, they're going to look at it and they're going to go, host a party and try it for free? How do I have a party and how many people can I invite? And you're going to get 4 people and you're going to wrap for free. And they're going to go, 4? I'm going to invite 10. So a blue is somebody who's going to be really fun, really outgoing. And the first thing you're going to see on the Blitz card is host a party. So you're going to know right away that you're not going to be talking about money. You're going to be talking about how much fun it is and how crazy we get with It Works. We have a good time. That's what we do with It Works. And so that's, I just loved when you talked about these because you have to relate to everybody on a certain level. Yellows. A yellow is going to look at the card and they're going to be like, they're just going to be, a yellow is very calm, very cool, very collected, soft-spoken, and they're leading with their heart. We love yellows. And Mike Patillo was cracking me up because he was saying, we love you. Yellows have such great hearts, and they're going to be thinking of other people before they think of themselves. And so what he said a yellow will do is a yellow is going to look at the card and he's going to go, you know what? I know somebody who would really enjoy this. I would like to give this card to him. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to snap on to other people who they think they could use this, and they're not being mean. They're genuinely thinking, you know what? I wanted to, feel a little bit better about herself after having a baby, and so I'm going to give her this card because I want her to know. That's how the yellow is going to respond. So you're going to become yellow with them and you're going to be gentle with them and you're going to say, you know what, I think that's awesome. And what would be great is, if you had her over to a party with you and then, you could make her feel comfortable that way. And then we move on to greens, and greens want to know everything. So this is Mike Patillo's version of green, and I loved it, but he was great with all colors, but green is this. So what does this do again?
How does it work?
What are all the ingredients? How does it work? What are all the ingredients? Okay. I'm gonna need to work those ingredients out. Do you have a list of ingredients that you can hand me for potentials? Okay. All right. Great. Thank you. Well, I'm going to have to, look some of this stuff up and I'll let you know. So a green is going to want to know everything. And so we're going to talk about these colors, obviously, but a green is interested. They want to know the facts. And that's okay. With a green, Mike Patillo said, don't say a word. Zip it is what he said. And just don't say a single word to them. Let them look. Let them search and let them move on. They're going to take your card and they're going to do their research, but I promise you they'll come back to you. So we probably should get started on talking about, I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, I'm sure you're already noticing by what I kind of talked about. I am 50% red, 50% blue. I love to have a good time. I'm really crazy, but I'm a red. I'm very focused on driving. I like to be the best at I am a competitive person, and sometimes I do need to slow down. So reds are competitive. You want to be the best. You want to whatever. So mine is, I'm red and blue, and I would like to have a little bit more yellow. So I'm practicing on that, and I'll never have green. So for all you greens out there, God love you. You are incredible, but man, I have 0 in you, and I don't think I'll ever have any. So I love you guys very much, greens.
And it's so funny because, okay, I'm a lot like you. I'm red and blue and some yellow and green for me as well. That was my challenge because they were like, okay, well, what are all the ingredients and how does this work? And whenever I got those questions, when I first started, I was like, here's where you can find it. And let me know what you think. Oh, by the way, compare the ingredients on the back of your bottle with the ingredients on the back of mine. And I love when people do that because I'm that confident in my products, right? And it's hilarious because that was my challenge until I learned all about the personality colors and how that works. And now, like even as a leader, like learning how to adapt that and use that with the team and any distributors on the team or loyal customers, because you can use it with everybody, then I can already be prepared. And I know, I'm like, okay, well, you're green and I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and do some homework so that way I can help you out, and show you that I care enough to actually do a little bit of homework. Because for me, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing does what? I want those results. Like, I don't even care how it works. Let's get it on me. And let's all hang out at the same time and visit and girls' night. And so, and then I'm like high energy like that. And then I'm very focused and driven, and I put a goal in place and I go after it. And I'm competitive like you. And so there's no wrong personality. We are all different for a reason. And what I love is finding the other personalities that where I'm weak in, right? Because I'm not analytical. My husband is more green than I am by a lot. And he is able to look at something, break it down, and explain it to me in a way that I need it explained to me. So I love finding people, whether it's my husband or somebody else on the team, that has a strength where I'm weak, and asking them for ideas so that way I can better, help other people in that personality. Because when you do your research, you grow and you get better. And so I think like we want all different kinds on our teams as distributors, because they can teach you a lot. And if you're willing to open up and just absorb all that you can when it comes to this, it is really going to benefit you in your business to move forward, and get more people to join you on your team, because you're not only focusing on that one person that's a lot like you that you get. And another great way to think about this is a lot of husbands and wives, for example, or best friends, are completely opposite, right? Because they complement each other well. So my husband is not all like me. I mean, we've got a lot of similar personalities, high energy, all of that. But at the same time, like, he's got more of that analytical side to him. And so we complement each other really well. Me and some of my best friends are completely opposite, and we complement each other really well. And so that is something that you guys need to remember, to not like be afraid of, oh, I can't talk to that green when you're blue, because you are like, they stress me out. They want way too much information. Or when you're blue, like, okay, for example, like say you've got somebody on your team that has to search everything and know everything and all of that. Like, I can learn to respect them for that. And when they try to talk to me about all the scientific stuff and they start to recognize that I'm blue, then they might be like, oh, yeah, you don't really care, do you? So when you're talking to that potential loyal customer and you are a green personality and you're word vomiting all over them because you know so much about the products because you've done your research, that blue person's going to be like, wait a minute, you're stressing me out. I got to go. Right? So these are just a bunch of ways to think about your personalities. I love yellow because they are caregivers. They're kind-hearted. I think every mother has a little bit of yellow in them, whether they're strong in it or not, because we're natural nurturers. So we've all got that yellow in us, that kind, caring, loving. And I don't know if that's just a woman thing. I've seen women out there that are like, I'm not yellow at all. So, but that's kind of funny. But to me, because I just think we're moms, we care about our kids and we nurture them. So we got some yellow in us. And really, when you care about your team and helping them grow and teaching them, you do have some yellow in you. So anything you want to add to the colors?
No, I mean, I just think that it's just so important that, just as distributors as a whole, that we have to realize that everybody is different and we're working with people. And so you have to, get on people's levels. And it's something that I definitely struggle with, and it's something that I'm sure all of us struggle with. When someone's not your personality, learn to mesh. When you're with network marketing, it's networking for a reason, meaning you network with people on a daily basis. And so I actually listened to a sermon that Joel Osteen did, and he said, actually Gabby is one of my leaders had told me this. He said, when somebody comes in your life and you just don't understand them, or they annoy you or something, you're going to tell, the universe and God, thank you so much for bringing those people in my life, because you now know how to deal and handle those people. So somebody take it and say thank you. I'm so happy that this, and then this somebody those come in your life because you're not.
That was cutting out so bad.
Was it?
Yeah, I like part of the whole last part. I couldn't hear what it was doing because it was just like muffled the whole time. Evidently, we've got some things that are pretty important to be talking about, because that is not the way it goes when it's we've got the good stuff. It's like there's technical difficulties.
I know.
Everything happens. But so I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't hear anything you just said because it was just that bad during the whole time. It was just so frozen. Was I freezing that? Yeah. Go ahead. Just say it, because I think it's important if it was frozen the whole time.
Okay, so basically what I said was that it's so important that we learn how to connect with people on a different color level, because I watched, and I also heard from a great friend to watch this. Abby recommended it to me. She's one of my leaders. She told me that I need to listen to this Joel Osteen, and what he spoke about was that you're going to thank God for bringing people into your life who make you feel, whatever way that they make you feel, because you now know how to handle those people. And that really hit home for me, because when someone comes into your life and them, this is a time to understand them. And what he spoke about is God's going to keep placing people in your life until you try to understand them, because he wants you to know how to, quote unquote, deal with those people every time you come in contact with them. Just better knowledge of others. If we were all the same, absolutely boring. And so that is one of my favorite things from Joel Osteen, learning that it's okay that people aren't like you, and to accept that and thank God for bringing those people in your life, because you now know with those people on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. So, moving on from color, the personality colors and all of that, one thing that I am always teaching people is to not overcomplicate this business and keeping it simple, because when you're keeping things simple and not overcomplicating it, you are showing others that they can do this as well, right? How easy, like I put a couple products out. Sometimes I have a bunch of products out for people to look at and touch. And because I know personally, when you put something in somebody's hand and they're looking at it and they're reading it, then it becomes more real than just on a piece of paper, right? And so I have empty bottles of things that I've used that I don't personally need anymore, or that, because I tried to try everything. Except for estrogen, I don't need it. But, if I have that bottle, I just keep it, and then that way it's available so I can put it on a display. And for events too, when I do an expo or something like that. So, but keeping it simple so other people can feel like they can totally do it. And then also not trying to recreate the wheel is something that we've learned, like, really right out of the whole gate with this thing. It's like, don't recreate the wheel. We've already got something in place with it works that works really great. And so following the party pad, watching some of those videos of people doing that, go ahead and do the greens, sample greens, give people to goes, or do the fat fighter demonstration. And there's no need to change your marketing materials. We have great marketing materials. Don't try to think, oh, well, I can make this better because of whatever. You can actually just use what's available to you. And really, for some of those people out there just getting started, and you're thinking, I don't really have the money to go get all this right off the bat. Okay, most people that start this business don't have the money to get everything right away, right? Because we're joining the business so we can change our financial situation and change our lives. So one thing that I like to suggest to everybody is Blitz cards are a must. You can find black in your closet. You can buy a $5 necklace from Walmart, the big green beaded necklace that I've seen so many distributors wear. But you can accessorize them, whatever, and get a little name tag for $12, right? But Blitz cards are a must when you get started. And then I also think, like, okay, we've got our website, but I think it's so important to have your product catalogs when you're doing parties so they can be looking at that right then and there. So if you need to set up the computer or the iPad or whatever to enroll people right there at the party, then you can say, okay, well, I don't need this order form right now because I have this available to me. But you can prioritize like that, and you don't need to get everything right off the bat. Just think about how you can get started with the tools that you currently have, and then buy a shirt, because our uniforms, everything. I think like wearing an It Works shirt and representing your company is so huge, right? But before that, I just bought a lanyard and I wore my Blitz card around my neck. So there's different things that you can do to get started and be able to work your business for less until you can start working up. So do you have any tips on that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I just agree with you. Don't recreate the wheel, meaning don't try to make t-shirts. Don't try to make new Blitz cards. Don't try to make business cards. That is not what you're here for. We have a corporate team and a design team that makes the stuff for us so that we have that tool. And you guys, making a Blitz card into a lanyard, I'm just going to give you guys this tip for those of you that are new, maybe, and you're on the call and you want to know. This is how simple it is. You don't go buy it from a store or anything. Take your black. You're going to put "Ask Me," not your name, nothing. You want to put "Ask Me." I swear, people will ask you if you put that. I've had it happen so many times. It is undescribable. They love it. People are like, "Ooh, I wonder what I'm going to ask her." So I always put "Ask Me." I go get lamination cards for $1.99 at Walmart. They're like pre-laminated. I slip my Blitz card in there, laminate it up, meaning it just push it together, punch a hole at the top with a knife because I don't have a hole puncher. And then I put a $1 lanyard that I got from the dollar store on there. So it cost me maybe $5 at the most to make my lanyard. $5. And I'm telling you what, you guys, even wearing a shirt, a hat, a scarf, no matter what, I get more hits when I wear my lanyard that says "Ask Me" than I do any other material that I wear on a day-to-day basis. So I'll tell you what, my lanyard goes with me everywhere. I throw it on it the moment I walk out of my car and I go into a store, because people ask me all the time, "Oh, you do that crazy wrap thing? Oh, I've tried one of those." Or "Oh, I've never tried one, but I've been wanting to. Can I have your information?" Or "Ask me." Ask you what? I mean, it's incredible. So don't reinvent the wheel. Stop making things hard. We have a design team there for a reason. So there's no need for you to be making cards, making shirts and making all these other things that you think you need to have. Ambassadors got where they are with the simple tools that we already have laid out. So use those tools in the document library and what you get in your business builder kit and run with it.
Very good. I love that. I'm going to put "Ask Me" on my lanyard. because I have my information on it. So I'm totally going to use that. So what is so crazy about this company is the rapid growth that we're seeing. And we are just coming out of our first little round of BOGOs, right? And such huge momentum on my team. I know momentum on every team out there. It's just insane what we're seeing happening. And you know what's so great about the BOGO, the buy one, get one? People want wrap. They want this thing, right? And what we're finding out is that we had over 70,000 new loyal customers in the last 48 hours, right? Well, the past 2 days, because we're at the end of today. So not including today. But so that's insane to me to think about. That's not on my team. I mean, I wish that was just my team, but that's company-wide, 70,000 new loyal customers. And that is just so exciting because we are already a part of It Works. Anybody who's a distributor right now, like, we're still not a household name yet, right? And we had that kind of growth and we're a part of it. Like, that is so exciting to me that I just get amped up and fired up, and I see my friends enrolling new distributors and loyal customers, and what does that do for me? It makes me like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna start talking to people because I'm so excited they're doing it. I can do it, why not? My friend just got, it's noon, and she just posted that she just welcomed 3 new people to her team today. I'm not going to sit here in my house anymore. I'm going to get out there and get to work because I'm encouraged and motivated and pushed by watching other people doing, right? So those numbers right there show me that we've got a lot of people in this world that want this product, and they're not going to know that I'm doing it unless I'm out there talking about it and keeping up my momentum and my drive and my energy. And I think that we as all teams, we need to be thinking about not losing that fire and that excitement, because it's easy to get excited with the BOGO, but people are still out there and excited and want the product. Whether you've got the BOGO or not, they still want it. We just stepped up our working game, you know, because here we have this that we can use. So I want to share a few other things about that. They sold out completely in Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. Those countries are like ready. And so I'm going to say, if you know somebody like anywhere outside of the US that is an open country, talk to them about what they have available to them. I mean, what we have available to us, we are still like just getting started, but to talk to somebody who has that ambition to go after it and look at it like, I'm ready to get started with this company right now, and then in a year become Ambassador Diamond. I remember it wasn't this last conference, but it was Freedom, and we were there, and they had like the first, I can't even remember if he's Presidential Ambassador Diamond from France, and he got up on stage and was talking, and I was like, what the heck? They just opened up. And he's already, I think it took him like 3 months, you guys. And he's already that rank. And because they had just opened, and when you know, like, you're just getting started with your business, your network of people is different than anybody else's. So just go out there and start talking and sharing with people this amazing product, the wrap, but then the whole product line as well, because it's so crazy what it's doing for people, all products, for different things, right? It just gets me so pumped up. And the other thing that I wanted to share with everybody is that we have a lot of support tickets that are submitted, and we need to get those closed. So anything that you can do without customer services help, it's very important to go in there. If you are able to go ahead and do the things that you normally would be able to do, go ahead and get that done. And if you don't know how, contact your upline and see if that's something that they can help you with, because those tickets need to get closed with the customer service. But the other thing I wanted to tell you is, Tiffany, when we go into tomorrow, right? Yes, in an hour.
Yep.
Yes, in an hour. Bringing the BOGO back.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. And so what are we going to do? Get people excited on this last day that they're not going to bring it back. So what are some of your ideas? Encouraging your team to do.
Just for BOGO. For BOGO, I think it's time that, biggest thing you can do for your business, I think, is make videos. For BOGO, and just showing your excitement, saying, I'm so pumped up, you guys. BOGO is back. And what that means is buy one, get one. Just show them your excitement, you guys. People just want to see that you're a real person. I know that sounds funny, especially for people who went to school with you or whatever. They know you're a real person, but when you just show your face and your excitement, I made a video today singing about BOGO. Because and it's funny, and I've got hits off of it. People sent me messages saying, okay, you attracted me with my video, and so my video was goofy, but it's funny. People like funny, so be goofy, be real, just show your excitement. That's all about. It's friendships, fun, and freedom. And if you show that, people want to join, because who doesn't want to join something that's fun and exciting and that people are passionate about? Show your face, be goofy, do cartwheels in the yard. I don't get naked. I don't care what you do. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But just be fun with your videos. But make a video and say, BOGO, I'm so pumped up. I'm so excited. You're going to get buy one, get one free. That's 8 wraps for $59 when originally it's $200. How can you miss out on that? You don't. So your choice is you make a video and you get out there and you show them that you're real. So get real and get real raw and have fun, because that's what this company is about. Just showing that you're having fun. Because I think a lot of the time we become so serious and we think we need to be so professional, and that's great. You do need to be professional, but being professional and having fun come hand in hand. So show people what our company is about, and our company is about fun. So make sure you're showing that.
Yeah, people are so attracted. You guys look like you're supposed to laugh, and I'm like, I love this. We're having this. We're this company, and everybody wants that. Who wants more excitement and fun. So I'm feedback right now, and I'm hearing right now. So I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm gonna say I'm so grateful. I'm having to listen to myself. Come back. Horrible. So I'm so grateful that you with me. I'm gonna let you go. But to everybody who was on the call with us, and thank you for bearing with us with all the Bye, girl.
Bye. I love you.
Bye, guys.